Hey guys, it's Joan here, and today's video is just going to be a tour of my room because we have to stay at home, and I was like, what can I do in the meantime while I wait for my film to get shipped back so then I can make more videos in regards to what I've shot recently. So stay tuned and keep watching. I decided that we would start here. This is pretty much where I usually study and read books and go online or edit videos, or I have a Epson V550. Yes, I always get confused because I know there's the 600 and the 800. So this is a scanner that I use to scan 35 and 120 film. I have two drawers which are filled with, for example, like external hard drives, and then I have a drawer that's filled with a bunch of wires and chargers, Apple mouse that doesn't work anymore. I have a lot of eyeglasses. I don't know, I just can't stay with the same style. And then if you are someone who has a lot of cameras also, or gear, and loop batteries are the way to go for rechargeable AA batteries. I also have here, this is like my inspirational book. I have a lot of mood boards and drawings and sketches of my ideas. This is just a pencil case that has random miscellaneous supplies. So I got this at a plant store in Phoenix, Arizona a few weeks ago, and it's like a national park collection, and the smell of Zion was my favorite out of all of them. However, it doesn't last long. This is my diary. Literally, it says, "Dear world, love Joan, tired of fucking society." That's exactly how I feel all the time. I got this book as a gift. I think you could buy it maybe at Urban Outfitters. So it's like different photographers and they give you different assignments, so that kind of keeps you staying inspired. This is a textbook for one of my film classes. Then I have my planner, my to-do list for the day. So I use this as a mouse pad instead of a regular mouse pad, which I think is more efficient because I like to draw and cut stuff up. On my wall, I have a lot of random quotes. I used to date a narcissist, so this is just a reminder of like how they are and how you should not let them affect you. This quote really sticks with me all the time. You deserve someone who would jump fences to be with you, not someone who is on the fence about being with you. And stop chasing people. If they block you, cut off contact, ignore you, let them go. Let those who naturally gravitate to you enjoy your energy. We spend so much time begging for those who wouldn't blink twice at the thought of you. Cherish those who are there by choice and not there because you chased them every time they decided to escape. So this is another thing I read as a reminder. Real talk though, if I check in on you and text to see if you're alive and you don't respond, but then I later find you liking my photos on here, please don't be surprised if I delete your number. I also don't want to see you complaining about how nobody likes you or reaches out to you and how you need to quote-unquote heal. Likes don't equals hello. And the last one I have here is, I deserve the world, so I'm gonna give it to myself. So these are things that I look at just to remind myself that how I could just stay mentally sane. So this is a little shelf here. This is some of my family members in the Philippines, and this is my friend Joy. She gave me the idea when I was still there that I could use my Polaroids and put them in the cartridges, so I thought that was a pretty cool idea to reuse them. And then If anyone knows, I am a big fan of Totoro. So I have this Totoro statue, which is really, really cute, that I received as a gift. This other Totoro stuffed animal and figurines. I have this mannequin that's just like chilling there. He looks like he's getting CPR from the Black Samurai Knight that I got from Muji. I've always felt like out of all the characters you could build, the Black Knight was always what I felt I related to the most. Then there's like this Polaroid of me when I still had short hair and at the lomography meetup. Apparatus was my high school art show in senior year with my friend Jagdeep, and this is his poster, and he gave it to me when my dad passed away. This is a gift. I photographed my friend RJ's EP one time, and so this is the cover. It was shot at my art teacher's house, and so RJ gave me a frame with the CD and wrote a message in the back of it, so I always kept it here. This camcorder, I never figured out how to use because it's old, but there's many things that I own that are old but I figured out, but still haven't been able to use this, but got it as a gift. And this Stormtrooper mug or cup, whatever you want to call it. So this Stormtrooper cup was from Denny's, I believe, on our road trip from Toronto, and since Childish Gambino was in it, I was always feeling like this is the closest thing that I could get from the movie as a souvenir. Okay, so this top shelf here is just more on lifestyle and fashion, and I actually have a sketchbook here that I used to draw and do watercolors whenever I was bored at work. I haven't done it in forever. Maybe that's a sign that I should. But I got this as a gift from one of my old bosses, and I would just draw at work. And cats. That was like when I figured out my love for drawing and painting cats. I used to collect comic books, and I never even finished the series, but I always liked this cover, and this is like inspiration for a lot of my work. My friend Joseph gave me this as a gift. It's a planner, and it has all the photo shoots that I've worked on during that year, which is super cheesy, and he hates me because I never even used, it's all blank, I never used this planner, but I always thought it was very thoughtful, so obviously I kept it. This is my film club cinephile at school, so I kept the posters as a souvenir on the shelf. There was one time that I photographed an engagement, more of like a save the date booklet that we did, which I thought was really cool, so I always kept that. Local magazine that is for free, and so each issue usually I shot something. So this one was like about sneakerheads that are from my city. This one was really fun to photograph. It's huge spread. This is the first time I shot the cover for this magazine. This is the owner of a restaurant and a diner here, and also has a boxing gym. And so I shot this whole spread. Mike Tyson's pigeon coop is actually above it. I think this is the very first issue. What did I photograph here? The first issue I shot this still life piece just of things that you could buy. I think it's surreal when you see your work in print. I shot this all in the Philippines, and it's just so cool to to see it in print. I wish I could like share with you guys more copies, but this is the magazine. So I didn't want it to make it obvious that there was a projection on her. But yeah, these aren't my favorite photos, but this shoot was one of my favorites. Over here is like a whole collection of American cinematography magazines. If you're a DP cinematographer, you know what I'm talking about. Then we're on this section of the bookshelf. A lot of notebooks. I'm someone who has big OCD, so I need to have a notebook for every little thing. And sometimes I get really particular because I like Moleskines or Muji notebooks. Like I don't like anything else. And so there's just so many. Like one for my ideas, my favorite quotes, journals. This is my current sketchbook that I could share with you guys. So I'll do stuff like this that are not done yet. This is just sketches of randomness. So yeah, you get the idea. My classmate Lauren, she makes awesome pins and I want to say silk screens on hoodies, pins that revolve on mental health and anxiety, and I just thought they were really cool. Light meter, more sketches. I have a book on my film notes, and one of my favorite movies, Her, directed by Spike Jonze. I have a DVD for a class that I had to present. Then this shelf is literally a lot of self-help books. I really, well, not all of them, like from here to here is all self-help books. I really am fascinated by learning about yourself and progressing as a person. Over here are more fashion magazines like Vogue. I have Suited, Numero, Hypebeast, Nylon, and some of my stuff are published in here and I haven't seen that in forever. And then down here, these are more of my film books, a lot of them that I haven't read yet, and it's like cinematography and Stanley Kubrick. I got that as a gift, and essentials of screenwriting, directing, master shots. And then when I need to scan film, these have all my film negatives. So like I said, film negatives, 35, 120. This is like it's a cheesy free pencil case I got. It has the blower or whatever you want to call it, and I have my loop in case I want to look closer to the negatives, and glove. This looks funny, but yeah, a glove to when I scan my film, and just a bunch of random lens cloth, and I have a brush to like clean dust. So yeah, this is just my bookshelf. Okay, so next to my bookshelf I got this 642 things to write about, because sometimes I just want to write things and I don't know what to write about. I have this Wes Anderson book that helps me watch. I haven't seen all his movies, but after I watch one, then I'll read about it if it's in this book and learn facts. I have my Apple Watch charging, my Bose noise cancellation headphones that I can't live without, my Kindle, my iPad, this Muji diffuser, can't live without it. Currently smelling Happy, that's the essential oil that is in it. We have a picture frame here that I got as a gift, and it has some of my dad's photos in it. See glare, so. Then this is a lot of schoolwork, so screenwriting, paperwork, photo books. If you're familiar, this is Willem's book. Just came across it again. And this awesome street photographer, Louis Stettner. It's really, really, really good, I promise. If you're into black and white street photography, this is the book. Another Murakami book, haven't finished this one yet, and just more schoolwork. Dark? Okay, yeah. I guess this helps. It's kind of the sunlight's going away. So we have the Yashica Matte 124G, Sony a7 III, Polaroid camera, Canonet GL17. We have the Canon AL1. We have this other Polaroid camera, lenses, 85, Yashica 3D camera, another Polaroid camera, and more lenses. And this is the first camera, if you've seen old videos that I've made, this is the first camera. It's a Kodak. I have it, it's not broken, it just, the lens cap always just flops off even if it has this thing. But this is old, this is like the beginning of digital cameras, and my dad bought me this and I thought it was a DSLR, but it's not, and 7.1 megapixels. But I did so much. This really taught me how to take photos. I have accessories for like the AL1, which my friend is using right now, which is really cool. This looks like a laboratory microscope kind of thing, viewfinder. I never used it. But then I have the Canon EOS 1V that I always talk about. Pelican case for not just cameras but for memory cards. Tripod. Oh man, when I look at this, it's just so much. Tripod, accessories for audio, case for the G7X that I'm using currently right now. I also have like attachments for battery for the, I think this is AL1 or the A1 or AE1. A lot of battery chargers. And then for the Canonet, I have filters for when you shoot black and white. You can tell I haven't even messed with this yet. Never go wrong with having enough Velcro ties. This is something that I thought was the coolest thing ever, is a case for my Yashica Matte. Really never thought I would find that either. So many shelving units. Okay, then here is just more like office supplies, pens, markers, highlighter, Sharpies, watercolors, Post-its, dry erase board, markers, sharpeners, all that jazz, jewelry, face mask, paint, sometimes medicine that I need. This is kind of miscellaneous here. Bottom shelf is just Polaroid camera, more camera boxes, audio equipment, all here, all audio, mics, shotgun, no, shotgun mic is in there, selfie stick, Patterson tank if ever I go back to developing film. So I got this card from a student of mine that I teach in the summer, and I thought it was such an unexpected gift but still awesome, and so I was really appreciative and I hung this on my wall. This was my old bookshelf, but as you can tell it's kind of like wonky right now. This is my Dyson vacuum that I can't live without. Yeah, there is Rick and Woody in the background. Really couldn't find a place to put it. Then these are more big books that can't fit on the other bookshelf. So you might see some of your favorites: Todd Hido, Steve McCurry, Peter Lindbergh, Comme des Garçons, Rei Kawakubo. Then these are all Polaroids. If you've seen previous videos, they're all Polaroids. When I used to... So I like to recycle things, and I have this box for Polaroids. The 600, or at least square format. This has a Super 8 camera. This is a changing bag for developing film. And then these are more of my smaller photo books. Sally Mann and Laura Jade, and I don't even know what else is here anymore. So all in all, that was pretty exhausting to just go through my entire room. But I hope this gives you some sort of insight of who I am as a person and that you enjoyed watching this. And if you guys have any questions or feedback about things that I have that maybe you're more curious about, feel free to comment below. And thank you for watching. Okay, bye.